What's up, you guys? It's Ben and welcome to the channel where we talk about everything there is related to selling on Amazon. So for today's video, what I wanted to do is give you a few tips to make sure that you make as much money as possible coming selling on Amazon. Now, I'm not talking about sales. I'm actually talking about profit. How can we possibly reduce costs and increase our revenues to make sure that we take as much money home back, and then so we can reinvest into the business, into more products. Now, before that, I'm also going to be revealing the winner of my last week's giveaway. If you remember, last week on Monday, I have crossed the 500 subscriber mark, and I'm going to do a raffle, so to speak, a number from 1 to 1,000, and we're going to go through the comments on who actually came closest and will win my free mentorship giveaway. But before I get into the video, I just wanted to say again from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, guys, all of you, for commenting, liking, watching my videos. I started off this channel back in March when we all were on lockdown, and I wanted to kind of just try it out, see if I can help a few of you guys start selling on Amazon, start making passive income, and help you and your families out when it comes to reaching financial freedom, or at least just giving you a bit more side income to help you out with your lifestyle. And I've actually been amazed by how much support I've got back, how many views I've been getting back, because I actually thought this channel is going to be a total flop. So on that note, let's get to the video. So the first things that I wanted to talk to you about of ways of raising your profits when it comes to selling on Amazon is the most obvious one: raising your prices. Now, you might be thinking, well, yes, of course, it's obvious. However, if you raise your prices, then less people are going to buy your product, and therefore your profit overall may be reduced. And yes, you might be right. However, you'd also be surprised that during these times, especially around Christmas time, you may increase your price of a product by £1, £2, and you will see that the sales of your products actually don't go down. So if you're selling at 10 units a day, you may still consider and still sell about 10 units a day with that increased price. Well, there you go. With every £1 increase in price, usually you will get about 80p back as profit. That basically Amazon will pay you an additional 80p for every £1 of increase. So there's 80p extra per unit that you're getting back every single time. And it's so important to try and squeeze up as much profit out of your first orders as much as possible, so you can grow your business as quickly as possible. So make sure to consider your prices every single time you start selling on Amazon. Next up, negotiation. And this is quite an important one. I've seen a lot of YouTubers out there say that when you're speaking to suppliers on Alibaba, don't negotiate too hard. You're just going to annoy them, and then that's it. I am of completely opposite mindset. In Chinese culture, if you actually do a little bit of research, you'll realize that everything is up for negotiation. They actually expect you to negotiate on the prices. And what's also more important is that if you go long term with one of your suppliers, the negotiated price that you get right now will most likely be the same going forward over the next year or 2 years, or however long you want to work with them. And it's so important to negotiate a good price from the very beginning, because it's not really professional to change your price later on down the line. Except, of course, if you increase your quantities and so on, then you may renegotiate your price. But make sure not to accept the first price that they offer. Negotiate, calculate your fees, see how much profit you can get, and make sure to negotiate, because every penny that you don't pay, you get to save for yourself for your next product. Next up, shipping. Now, when it comes to shipping, and I've done quite a few videos on this, you basically have a choice between air shipping and sea shipping. If you're not stressed for time, always go for sea shipping, basically shipping via land as opposed to via air, because it's always going to be cheaper. And this is what we always use when we buy big, bulky products that are quite heavy, that would just be commercially unviable for us to ship via air. We have to ship them via sea, which is slower. However, it's much more cost effective, and that way you get to keep a lot more money in your back pocket at the end of the day. Next up, and I'm going through this really fast, so if you do have any questions, please don't forget to comment down below with your questions, and I'll definitely make sure to answer them as quickly as I can. But the next tip that I have for you guys is ordering in bigger quantities. Now, be careful, okay, because this one does come with a caveat, so to speak. First one is never ever buy too much of quantity of a product that you are ordering for your first time, because you don't know how well it's going to go. You don't know if people are going to buy it, or even if they're going to like it as well. You can only buy in bigger quantities when you have sold this product for quite some time, you have developed a ranking, and you are comfortable that this is going to be selling for quite some time. Also, make sure that you have enough money put aside for restocking as well. So I personally now no longer have cash problems, which is why I order units in about 2,000-3,000 units. I get a good price on it, and therefore I only need to order 2 to 3 times a year. The problem with that is that a lot of cash is being basically funneled into those products, and I only get it back a lot later down the line. So if you do have cash problems, which 99% of you will in the very beginning, you may have to stay away from this move. However, later on down the line, it's definitely something for you to consider. Next up, and this is a big one because I'm really happy I found out about it early on. Never ever pay Alibaba suppliers through Alibaba. What you want to do is pay through Alibaba's trade assurance, but use your own method, i.e. use a exchange platform such as TransferWise, which basically will get you the best possible rate, and you pay the least amount of fees. Okay, now you may think, oh, it's only a couple of pounds. Not really, because if you are actually using TransferWise or Revolut or World First or any other of these currency exchange platforms, you'll be amazed by how much money you save on each and every single order. And once you multiply those orders 4, 5, 10 a month, that amount of money saves up tremendously. The amount you save is tremendous. You know, I now order about 10 to 20 different orders every single month, and on each and every single order I can save up to at least 100 to 200 pounds depending on how much I'm spending. So if you times that by 20 orders, I'm saving at least 2 to 4 grand each and every single month on fees, exchange fees, and so on. So make sure you go via transfer or one of these other platforms. And if you don't know how to do it, again, comment down below. Next up, Helium 10. Now, when it comes to product research, you will be well aware that you need to use Jungle Scout or Helium 10 or various other sorts of softwares, pieces of software that will help you guide as to what niches you should go into and which ones you should avoid. Now, Helium 10 and all these other softwares do have affiliate marketing programs. That means that there will be other YouTubers or influencers or whatever that will have discount codes. Make sure to use them, because some of them can be quite good and give you 1 month off, or like 10 or 15% off if you go for a yearly subscription and so on. Every single penny that you can save, make sure to do so. Make sure not to just go for their premium plan straight away and that's it. Do a little bit of research, see if you can get some discounts, and then go with that. Okay, it's so important that when you start off that you want to save as much money as possible, so majority of your cash can go into buying more and more products. Okay, next up, and this is a funny picture of an accountant. Now, when it comes to starting Amazon FBA business, you are effectively starting a business. And if you haven't started a business before, it may be quite overwhelming, because you might be thinking, oh, well, I need to get an accountant. I need to think about my taxes. I need to think about all of these things, bookkeeping, receipts, so all of these things. And I'm here to tell you that do not worry about it, okay? You don't need an accountant for the first £85,000 of revenue that you'll make on this business. And if an accountant tells you otherwise, don't go with him, because that is not the truth, okay? I did not have an accountant for my first year of business. After my first year, I happened to have made 85 grand, and my basically tax returns had to be done by that year as well, and that's when I got my accountant. There is no reason for you to pay accountancy fees, which sometimes can be quite high, from the very beginning, because you're literally giving that money away for free to your accountant. So forget about the accountants until you actually have a business, a fully fledged business that is making you money each and every single month. Okay, next up, storage. Now, as you are well aware, Amazon has their fees, their referral fees, their pick and pack fees, but they also have their storage fees. For some of us that are living in big houses that have either a garage or something like that, make sure to store your products in your own home first. Use up that space. If you don't mind seeing boxes in your garage, then make sure to do so, because anything that you send to Amazon, especially in the Q4 time, the storage fees are going to be quite high, and that is money that you can easily save up and not spend on to give to Amazon. You can keep that money to yourself because you have that garage already there. Next up, PPC advertising. Okay, that is something that a lot of people don't understand in the very beginning, and because they don't understand, they waste their money away. They waste so much money on PPC because they just don't know how it works, and they'll realize they are overspending on their Amazon campaigns. They're giving their money away and they're not actually making any sales. So make sure to learn about it. Go through my YouTube videos. I've got quite a few on Amazon PPC. They're not overly complex like all the other YouTubers have, so make sure to check them out. They're really good, and if you do have any questions or you're not sure how it works, do comment down below and I'll try and help you out as much as possible. Next up, we also have barcoding, and this is a big one. Okay, now as you're well aware, Amazon actually charges you each and every single item that they barcode for you. Okay, so what you have is two choices. Number one, you get pay Amazon to do it for about, I think it's 15 to 20 pence per unit, or you can just download the PDF file that Amazon will provide you and send it to your supplier, and then the supplier will be able to barcode each and every single unit completely free of charge. Now think about it, if you're ordering 600, 1,000 units, even if you're saving 20p per unit, that is a big saving that you're giving yourself every single time. So I personally have never ever paid Amazon to barcode my products. Either I have done it myself or I get my suppliers to do it for free. Okay, that is the easiest way for you to save a couple of £100 straight away, so make sure don't forget to use those. And that's pretty much it, to be completely honest. And now for the final thing, and this is my giveaway. This is what I spoke about at the beginning of the video. Like I said, if you guys haven't seen it, I gave my subscribers an opportunity to enter a raffle, so to speak, to get 1 month's worth of mentorship completely free of charge as a celebration of me reaching 500 subscribers. And everybody has putting in their random number, so to speak. So what we're going to do is we're just going to generate a random number, and then what I'll do is I'll comment on the person that came the closest. I will get in touch with them and we'll get your mentorship started as quickly as possible. Next one, just so you guys are well aware, next giveaway is probably going to be around Christmas time, or when I'll reach 1,000 subscribers, just to kind of celebrate. And if I reach 1,000 subscribers, but we're heading that way given that I already reached another 50 since that video. So let's click generate. I'm actually quite excited for this, and the number is 762. So whoever came closest to 700, around that mark, I'll make sure to comment on your comment, okay? And we'll definitely get in touch and we'll get your mentorship started as quickly as possible, because I'm here to help you guys. That's why I'm asking you to comment down below on the videos, like the videos. I want to reach as many people as I possibly can, because it's so important to me to help you. Okay, I'm not doing this here for monetary gain. I'm here to help you because I know that tough times are coming ahead for all of us. Okay, rising taxes, less jobs is making more life for us more and more difficult. So if I can just help a bunch of you guys to start your own businesses, start selling on Amazon, making at least £500 a month extra, I know how much that can help you guys. So thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.